Welcome back, guys. So our next guest has a pretty impressive resume. She's published more than 100 novels, and she was the first African-American author to have a book published under the Harlequin Silhouette Desire line of books. And she's the first African-American romance author to make both the New York Times and USA Today's best-selling list. We are honored to have local author Brenda Jackson joining us today. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Girls Gone Green, this side of the room. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, yes. So your resume, obviously, like I said, is so impressive. Sounds like you've been writing books since you came out the womb, like you had a bottle in one hand and a pen and paper on the next.
Yeah.
So tell us how long you've been writing.
Oh gosh, my first book got published in 1995, but I was entertaining my classmates at Northwestern when I was in the 8th grade with love stories, the kind of like Gidget Moondoggy type.
But how did you know about love stories in 8th grade, Miss Jackson? What was you doing? Were you fast?
In 8th grade and at 14, I met the man who was end up going to be my husband.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I got this going steady ring.
Wow.
When I was
I
only
love that.
15.
Going steady ring.
Going
I had a feeling.
steady
I love
ring.
that you still have
And
it.
he
I know,
told
that's
me,
gorgeous.
He said, I threw a lot of newspapers to buy you this ring. So you better not ever lose it. And here I am,
Still
50
wearing it.
years later.
And it
this
can still
year.
fit your hand. That's another question.
Yeah.
Like,
And where
I
is
don't
he?
ever take it off. He passed away 3 years ago.
No.
sorry to hear
Yes,
that.
yes. And we had a wonderful love affair all that time.
Was he
yes.
your inspiration for writing, or was that?
He was my inspiration for writing. Yes, he was. Yeah.
Did you have it before you met him? That you know need to put the
No,
pen to the paper?
I wrote, but wrote mostly poems. But then I just started writing sweet love stories. Like I said, Gidget Moondoggy. Nothing like what I write now, not the steamy.
Yeah, baby, what you write right now?
It's hot.
Ooh, yes. Yes, but I love it though.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
But why romance novels? Because we've seen women obviously love it, but
Yeah.
why did you get more attracted to romance instead of drama or mystery or something?
Well, one thing, I love a happy ending. I love any love story, Cinderella, Snow White, anything with a happy ending. And so when I started to write, I was just drawn to romance. I wanted to write love stories. And over the years, they became more into romance stories, passion stories. So that's why I started writing romance.
So as you got older, you were like, ooh, these stories are going to mature with me.
Yes, they are.
And then those stories turned into a movie.
Yes,
Right?
they did.
some pretty big names.
Yes, BET did the first one.
Oh, wow.
One Special Moment. And then my son, who went to film school, he got a master's from film from Florida State. So he did the second one. I wanted to know what, we sent him 8 years of college. For.
What you pay for.
So my husband and I, we financed his first movie, his first feature film. I was the executive producer, my husband and I have to say, turned out awesome. Warner Brothers picked it up. It was on Netflix, so he did an awesome job with it.
How tough was it to do a romance novel with your son?
It was hard. He had to write the script, and before then, he had never read a Brenda Jackson novel.
Oh my gosh.
He had never read a Brenda
What was his
Jackson
first comment to
novel.
you?
Oh, Mom.
Mama! Mama!
I'm like, baby, you got here some kind of way.
Wow. So, I've always wondered with these authors that, like yourself, that write these fantastic, hot, steamy, good Saturday night books with a bottle of wine. I'm just saying. I've always wondered, where do you go mentally to come up with those, to come up with these scenes? How do you go there?
Mostly music. I put on me some Smokey, some Chicago, anything that would get you in the mood, and then I just close my eyes and I just type. I can envision the man and the woman together.
What a great way to be in touch with that, to be able to just kind of, anytime you need it, right?
Of course, my husband used to wear T-shirts that I'm her research. So.
Oh, how cute is that? Wow. Now, from what I understand, a conversation you and I had a while back, not sure if you'll remember this, you mentioned some man by the name of Tyler, last name Perry.
Yes.
No.
Somebody y'all may have heard about. Maybe the two of you had a conversation in the past, and that maybe another book is he's going to put some work behind it.
Tyler is busy now, and one of the things, one of my books, Debbie Allen, is supposed to be directing it.
Wow.
And then there's another new venture coming out, kick off next month, September, called Passion Flick. It's the women version of Netflix, where they're taking romance novels and love stories, and they're going to be streaming them, just like Netflix, but it's called Passion Flick. And I just signed 3 of my novels for Passion Flick.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome,
So we
Miss
start
Jackson.
filming, so we start filming in October, and the movie will be shown in March of 2018.
And it's one of your novels that's already published. Can you tell us which ones got picked up?
Oh gosh, yes. A Brother's Honor, A Man's Promise, and also A Lover's Vow. Those are the 3 Granger series. They wanted all 7 of them. But I said, let's start out with these 3 to see how you do, because once Hollywood gets it, it's never the same. But their brand is, we're bringing these books to movies, and you will see the movies just like as if you were reading the book. So that's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm depending on. And I get to be on the set.
Well, what is the Granger series? Because if it's 3 out of the series, what is it all together?
Okay, the Granger series, 3 young teenagers' father went to jail for killing their mother. And they left Virginia because they never thought their father was guilty, but the town people did, and they turned against them. So now they're all men. One is attorney, one is a well-known saxophone player, and one is just Dalton. He's the one that say you work smarter, not harder. He's now a billionaire. But they come back to save their family company and to prove their father did not kill the mother. So the question is, who the killer is. You do not find out who the killer is until the 3rd book. And I've only had 1 reader to figure it out.
Wow, that is so awesome.
And it's going to be movies.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Readers, though, I mean, I'm sure you've impacted so many people, men and women. I'm sure men read your books as well.
Yeah, a
So,
lot of men
But you've
read the
impacted
book.
so many people. I mean, through 100 books, and now you're impacting people through scholarships.
Yeah. Yes,
Tell us
I
about
am.
that.
Well, when my grandmother, who would have lived to be 100, went on her 100th birthday, I decided to basically do a foundation in her name to give out scholarships. And so I raise money every year with my readers, and I give scholarships to Florida Memorial University. And they say, why Florida Memorial? Because it's a Baptist college, and she was a Southern Baptist woman. But then I also give scholarships, as you know, to Delta.
Yes, yes.
I give a $2,000 scholarship every year to Delta, Brenda Jackson Literary Scholarship. I also give a Brenda Jackson Leadership Scholarship, and I also get an Empowerment Scholarship, Pace Centers for Girls. So I'm proud of those.
Awesome.
3.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for what you
thank
do in the
you.
community.
Thank you.
We truly appreciate you, and thank you for coming on the show today. And for more information about Brenda and her books, you can visit brendajackson.net. Stick around, we'll be right back.